Hi everyone, this short video will present the work I did during my STSM called Development of Hybrid Cellulose Nanofibers Lignin Particles Films for Active Packaging Application. Let's first present myself. My name is Eva. I started my PhD 5 months ago. It's a joint PhD between LGP2 in Grenoble and Aalto University in Finland. The main topic of my research is the study of hybrid materials made of cellulose nanofibers, lignin particles, and metallic nanoparticles. My project is divided in 3 steps. First, raw materials preparation and characterization. Cellulose nanofibers are produced by mechanical fibrillation of cellulose extracted from wood, and there are different ways to create lignin particles. Then, the hybridization. It consists in mixing the different materials together. I will try 2 ways, ex situ mixing and in situ preparation. And finally, the production of a functional product. The targeted applications are superhydrophobic materials and antioxidant films that can be applied to the food packaging industry. My work during this STSM was focused on the preparation of lignin particles and preliminary tests of ex situ mixing between lignin particles and cellulose nanofibers. The goal of this STSM was to learn more about lignin particle production and characterization to further incorporate them in hybrid materials. Lignin is one of the most abundant biopolymers on Earth. It is mainly present in the cell wall of wood. It has the advantage of being abundant, bio-based, and biodegradable. Furthermore, nowadays, it is mainly burned as a side product of the paper industry. It has a complex structure with aromatics that bring interesting properties like antioxidant and UV shielding. However, its structure depends on the lignin source and extraction process, like its molecular weight. It also has limited solubility. The idea here is to incorporate lignin to cellulose nanofibers films. These films already show interesting properties like transparency and low oxygen permeability. Lignin can bring new qualities like antioxidant or hydrophobic properties to the film and also mechanically reinforce them. The LGP2 has a group focused on nanocellulose and little knowledge about lignin particles. However, the Department of Bioproducts and Biosystems of Aalto University has acquired experience in working with lignin and more specifically lignin particles. They found a new way to produce these round-shaped particles. This is one of the reasons why I wanted to spend time there. Another goal of this mission was to visit the lab and meet with the people for future collaborations. During the first days, I focused on integrating the lab. This means meeting the group members, do a tour of the facilities, and plan the following days with the PhD students. The mission was divided in 3 steps: the lignin particles fabrication, the characterization, and the final objective was to prepare films containing lignin particles produced on site. During the first week, I was able to prepare new lignin particles with the aerosol reactor. First, the lignin needs to be dissolved in DMF. Then the solution is nebulized, and a nitrogen flow brings the lignin droplet in a oven at 153 degrees. The boiling temperature of DMF. There, the droplets are dried and the particles are carried to a collector. The collector consists of 11 plates that collect lignin particles depending on their size. The biggest particles are collected on the first plate and so on. 11 fractions with different sizes are collected separately after 15 hours of reaction. The next step was to characterize these particles. First thing was to image them with a scanning electron microscope, SEM. I studied 3 different fractions, fraction 2, 5, and 8. It allows seeing the morphology of the particles and measuring their size distribution. Here, the particles are perfectly round and not aggregated. The particle sizes were measured thanks to the software ImageG, and the size distribution was plotted. One can notice that they are quite polydispersed in size. The mean size decreases with the decrease in fraction, but small particles are still present in every fraction. Another method, which is well known to measure the particle's size, is dynamic light scattering. Measurements were done on fraction 8, but the suspension was too polydispersed in size to show significant results. And the amount of fraction 2 and 5 was too low to prepare the DLS suspension. Surface plasmon resonance was used to study the interactions between lignin particles and cellulose nanofibers. SPR provides adsorption informations between a substrate and particles in suspension. Here, the top layer of the substrate was composed of cellulose nanofibers. A gold sensor was used as a substrate. After cleaning, it was placed in the instrument. Then, PEI, polyethylene was injected to enhance the adhesion of CNF on the sensor. After rinsing, cellulose nanofiber suspension was pumped to create the substrate. Injections of water were done in between each solution to remove excess of material. Finally, lignin particles were injected and the difference in surface plasmon resonance angle was measured. The resultant curve shows an adsorption of the lignin particles on the surface. After rinsing with water, most of the particles dissolve, but a small amount stays on the cellulose nanofibers. The amount of lignin particles adsorbed is 5.6 micrograms per square centimeters of CNF substrate. AFM images of the substrate after adsorption were done to look at the substrate coverage. Then, films were done with the lignin particles and cellulose nanofibers. Films with constant amount of cellulose nanofibers and increasing amount of lignin were prepared. CNF suspensions were diluted and mixed with an ultrathorax. At the same time, lignin was dispersed in water thanks to an ultrasonic bath and probe. The lignin suspension was then added to the cellulose nanofibers suspension, and they were homogenized with ultrathorax. The suspension is then poured in a petri dish, and the films were dried in a room with controlled humidity and temperature. First, film characterization were also done. The film's thickness was measured thanks to the SEM cross-section images. One can notice that it doesn't increase linearly with the lignin content. The film's structures are also different. For the film containing 9% of lignin, the structure is more similar to a CNF film. However, the 50% lignin film doesn't have the lamellar structure. Next step is to measure the film's porosity. The idea in the near future is to do roughness measurement as it is linked to the hydrophobic behavior of a film. Water contact angle will also be measured and linked with the roughness measurement. Antioxidant properties of the film will be analyzed thanks to the ABTS radical. To conclude, during this STSM, lignin particles were made with an aerosol reactor and they were morphologically characterized. Films were also prepared and first characterization were done. This also allowed me to discover the lab and the people I will work with next year. Finally, I would like to thank ActinPack for making this mission possible, Orlando Rojas and all his group for the welcome and the help during these 2 weeks. Thank you for your attention.